Hey YouTube, it's me, Marquelworld. All things pro wrestling news in my life. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Another retirement, Goldberg. Yes, Goldberg. He did say last year that he was thinking about retiring. Now we see a picture of him working out, getting in ring shape. A lot of the wrestling blog sites are talking about it. We have the John Cena retirement going on. Now we'll have the Goldberg retirement because he wants his retirement match to be this year. But we do have all the blog sites talking about it now today and a little bit yesterday about Goldberg preparing for his retirement match. Will we care about this considering we already have this storyline going on with John Cena? What I mean by this is John Cena's whole storyline right now is this is his last year, even though he's not there on a weekly basis. That's a whole nother video, but that is what's going on with his storyline. So will we even care with a Goldberg when John Cena, this is his year, he's retiring? I feel like the timing is a little too close to me, to be honest. I mean, of course, we can't control when people will retire. They can't control when they're going to retire. I mean, I guess to an extent, but both men retiring the same year, one is going to outshine the other. I do feel like, of course, John Cena is going to outshine Goldberg. So a lot of people will not really remember his retirement match because it was the same year that John Cena retired. I mean, let's say Goldberg retires 2 months before John Cena. Okay. But then you guys remember John Cena 2 months later retired, and that probably overshadowed Goldberg's retirement. So kind of weird that it's happening the same year, but hey, I guess wrestling's losing two people in the same year. Who is it going to be against? Last year, some reports were saying it was going to be against Gunther. Maybe they can revisit it if Gunther is even still the champion. It's going to have to be some build. I am assuming this is going to be more than one match YouTube. It has to be a build. It can't just be I'm returning, I'm retiring, give me a title shot. I really feel like that would be very whack, YouTube, if that is how they do it. So we need a storyline. We need character development. What is it going to be? Is he just going to say this is his last run or this is his last match and he wants to face for the title? Is it going to be actually a meaningful retirement match? Is he going to put someone over? Should he win his retirement match? Again, Gunther was someone they did state last year, YouTube, that was going to be the one that Goldberg was going to face in his retirement match. Gunther, Goldberg, G's very popular. I see the G names, Gunther and Goldberg. Again, I feel like with the storyline, it has to be more than one match. So, could we get a John Cena and Goldberg all in the same year? Again, John Cena isn't really seen that much on his retirement run, so that's a little odd that he's not really seen that much, considering this is his last year. So, I'm a little bit surprised, YouTube, that we're not seeing him on a bi-weekly basis, at least every 2 weeks. We're seeing him maybe a monthly at this point, or twice a month. Goldberg winning the championship. Does he need to win the title on his last match? What is that going to do? Is he going to win the championship and go home as a champion, and they're going to have a tournament to determine the new champion? Is that what we're going to have? I'm unsure. I'm unsure if that is what the plan is going to be. At the end of the day, I do like Goldberg. I do like him a lot. I thought, if anything, Brock Lesnar and him would have had a match for the last hurrah. That would have been a nice match to have. But if this is indeed his last year and the reports are true, and him posting these photos of him training to get ready to retire, I mean, Gunther, again, good match. We want that. Is that going to be his last match against Gunther? Are we going to see him versus CM Punk in his last year? I mean, him and CM Punk, that would be a good match, wouldn't it? Again, does it even have to be about the title? Does his retirement match even have to be about the title? Is it more about him retiring? Is that what it's about? More about him retiring? That's another thought. Maybe it's not about the championship belt. Maybe I'm just under the assumption since Goldberg usually challenges for a title, it'll be for one. But maybe it won't be for a title. Trying to think of any other news. His son, of course, is this going to be a way that his son gets a taste of WWE? Is his son going to be involved in this match? We all know they've shown his son before. And the wrestling blogs have said before that the son does want to get involved in wrestling. So this is a great way to incorporate his son if he's involved in the last match. Could it be like passing of the torch? Could it be a little tag team match? That's his last match and he does a tag match with his son. I mean, that's a good way to go out too. A lot of people are under the assumptions already on X. That is where a lot of the people talk, even though it's a lot of negativity, but a lot of the wrestling fans are saying on there, "Oh, what is the solo match going to be?" But again, we have to keep in mind he does have a son that may want to be in the business, so him doing a tag match as his last match to kind of put over his son YouTube. Don't be surprised about that. And by the way, like this video, please sub. I post pro wrestling news at least 3 times a week. Let me get that out there at least once. Favorite moment of Goldberg, really didn't watch him much in his heyday, so I can't really say my favorite moment. So I don't really want to comment on that because you guys may clown me and then be like, "Well, he had better moments than that," where you're not watching. So I really don't have no opinion on that. I've seen him here and there. I know he is well respected. He is a name. He is a face that I've of course heard of, but don't really have a favorite moment. I mean, I guess him beating up Dolph Ziggler would kind of be my favorite moment. That Dolph Ziggler had that rub and he did look like a star with that finisher move that he does, that suplex turn into like a power slam. That is an impactful move. But I know he inspired a lot of people, so I know a lot of people may be sad, but hey, everyone's time to lay up the boots has to come. So congratulations to Goldberg for a Hall of Fame career. I think he's already inducted. If he's not, he should be inducted, but congratulations to him. Again, I hate that the timing is so close to John Cena's. Again, I hate to compare. I hate to compare. I just don't want it to be overshadowed. That's all. I feel like Goldberg is the name himself, where if he retired maybe next year or if he would have done it a year prior, it would have gave him all the attention. I just don't like that he's sharing it with John Cena. I feel like John Cena, a lot of people are going to talk about this year being the year he retired, and it'll be kind of hard to compete against that. If you were Goldberg, I feel like Goldberg he could retire next year, and if other wrestlers retire next year, cool. But if Goldberg retires, that's what a lot of people are going to be talking about, kind of like Cena this year. So I'm hoping the reports aren't true that he can wait at least one more year, but who knows? If he wants to be done, more power to him. But your thoughts, your favorite memories, you can leave at YouTube. Life update, went to church, had a church meeting after for young adults. That was nice. It was an hour. Just getting everything set up for future meetings we had. Went to the gym. Didn't do that much. This is my lazy day. I try to go 5 times a week, so this is my lazy day. I do 10,000 steps a day. One day I give myself where I don't have to do 10,000. So usually on Sundays I try to do like maybe 5 or 6 thousand steps. Um, about to clean a little bit. I hope you guys are well, YouTube. But thank you so much for the support. Those that don't, please sub. I post pro wrestling news at least 3 times a week. But this is Markel's World. All things pro wrestling news in my life. I'm on YouTube, TikTok, X, Blue Sky, Markel's World. Follow Pro Wrestling T, a Facebook group where you guys can post. I post pro wrestling content. So this is Markel's World. All things pro wrestling news in my life. I'll see you guys on the next video, YouTube.